when I was a kid, I was playing that we lived in West Virginia for like a year, 2 years or something like that when I was really little. I was like 6. And the neighbors had this big ass like yard, and we were supposed to be napping. And you're a kid, you have the little kid friend, and then the mom was like watching us. So we were supposed to be napping, but we ran out of the house and we were running around and we were hiding. And in the backwoods, they had a cemetery there. Mm-hmm. And when I was little, there was this lady in like a little house on the prairie dress sitting perched on one of the fucking like tombstones, but it wasn't like this one. It was like a square one. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like you could stand and sit on it.
Okay.
And I was talking to her, and and then I literally had like seemed like a 5-minute conversation with her. And then I fucking ran because she was calling for us. Where the hell are we were, and I ran, and she said bye, and then I took off. And I told my friend's older sister, and because she was like 14 at the time, and then I guess nobody lived around there, so I don't know what the fuck she was doing. Or who she was. But it's like if you saw it, it was like a development almost where like there was all these big homes around, so it made no sense like why she would even be there.
And it seemed like her dress was out of place, like she was dressed weird.
She had on, if I were to tell you, it was powder blue with like little flowers on it, but it looked like it was knitted, like some backwoods country shit. So she could either have been from the hills or just but she was weird the way she was talking to me.
Do you remember what she said?
I remember it feeling weird. Just hi, and I was like, hi. And she's like, what are you doing? I said, I'm running around. And she was like, oh, and but it's like she was just perched on this fucking thing. And then, as you get older, you don't know if you imagined it as a kid or not, but it was pretty fucking real. And the funny thing is, I ran into my friend's older sister, like I'd say about 8 years ago at a show. And that was the first thing she brought up to me. She goes, I tell people that story all the time. And I go, you remember that? She goes, yeah. I go, good. I wasn't imagining it then.
So she thinks it was something paranormal also.
I mean, yeah, I do. I mean, if I were to bet, I would say, yeah.